Let's get the opening bell here and the CNBC Real-Time Exchange of the big board celebrating 50 years. It's Saturday Night Live. We're going to talk with some of the cast members in a few minutes. Heidi Gardner, Edward Woodham, Lorraine Newman, ringing the bell. At the NASDAQ, it's telecommunications provider Global Star celebrating its transfer to the NASDAQ. Mike, a lot of market analysis yesterday. I know BTIG, for example, the response to SNL, you can never go wrong.
That's right, yeah, you get SNL on a Tuesday. Yes. I mean, it's a little bit of an extra treat, but...
BTIG yesterday said in years where the S&P does not test its 200-day, every time since 90, it does the following year, and 3 out of 5 times in Q1.
And we didn't do it last year, is the point.
Right.
So, yeah, I think that's a kind of a relatively safe notion to say we're probably going to get a real correction this year at some point, right? A real correction doesn't mean you plunge through the 200-day, but just the odds would suggest that. You have other things working in that direction, too, which include, election year after there was a party change. Second half of February sometimes is bumpy. And I think more broadly, though, very selective market right now, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's sort of like the market's kind of keeping itself supported with, the themes that it's really willing to believe in and allow other stuff to cool off. I think that market breadth has improved, but now has come off the boil. You only have 60% of all stocks really in an uptrend right now. So, it's not necessarily an all good or all bad, but it's a very kind of selective picture. Arguably, for active managers, you should be able to make some hay, but we've said that probably every year for the last 10.
So the 200-day would take us down to, 56, 60?
Yeah, and that's an interesting area, too, because it's basically the mid-year 2024 level. So there's been this idea out there, if things really crack, that would probably be a likely area of support. But there's no saying that, we make a beeline for that for any reason. It's not really. The market itself is not showing kind of really prominent stress fractures in my mind. Credit's okay. Obviously, the volatility markets are well in balance just because the index itself has been kind of sideways for a few months.